Breaking news, breaking news. President Trump, Melania Trump, and Hope Hicks have all tested positive for COVID 19. They have all tested positive for COVID 19. What does that mean for the country right now? No one really knows. No one really knows. President Trump is an old man, and he's an old man with that has all the core morbidities for this disease. His good friend, following his advice, Herman Cain, behaved the same irresponsible manner with him, and he's no longer with us. Where do we go from here? What has the irresponsibility of this president done to this country? Jill Roland Moffat says karma. It is deeper than just karma. Jill, it is deeper than just karma. This guy has always been a clear and present danger to this country. And while one may want to be, you want to be gracious with this and what's occurring with the president, but for someone who has shown complete disregard for humanity, for someone who has shown complete disregard for the fellow American citizen, how is one supposed to feel? How is one supposed to feel? I am going to put the phone lines up if anybody wants to call in and make any comments. I don't have it up yet, but I'm about to put the lines up right now. But I wanted to go on air to see if anybody wanted to discuss this issue. The President of the United States has tested positive for COVID-19. This is something, the truth of the matter is there's a likelihood that many people were thinking about it. Let me just put what is being reported by the New York Times. The New York Times is actually reporting the following. Let's see. The president's results came after he spent months playing down the severity of the outbreak that has killed more than 7,000 Americans in the United States. The chronology is as follows. I wrote up the chronology earlier today in a blog. Let me go ahead and pull that up because let me tell you the most evil thing about what has occurred thus far. The president knew that Hope was infected this morning. He knew it. And he still went and attended. The president, knowing that Hope was infected, he still went and he attended a fundraiser, likely putting the lives of many others above and beyond himself in danger as well. Could it be that he's just thinking, well, hell, if I got it, what the heck? Let others have it as well? This is a constitution. Well, this could present a constitutional crisis because he's in close proximity as well with the vice president. And if the vice president is exposed and the president is exposed, this is going to be quite interesting. This was a presidency of chaos, just like Bush said earlier on. And that is exactly what we have. Diana Douglas, welcome aboard. Freddie Boart, welcome aboard. Jill Roland Muffets, welcome aboard. Jeffrey Bark Bull says, I could almost laugh right now. I want to cry right now. Because this is how one feels when there's like you're walking on quicksand. Miriam Fobelido Rivero, I am only worried for Biden. Yeah, Biden was, the good thing is I don't think I ever saw Biden anywhere close to Donald Trump. One hopes that he never got close to Donald Trump. We hope that. Now, he just will float us and I tested positive for COVID-19. We'll begin our quarantine and recovery process immediately. We will get through this together. This is his own fault. We know that because of somehow he believes this was a joke. And he believed by staying away from people he would be fine. Well, the virus has a life of its own. And he learned that dramatically now. But in the process, he's put the country in dire straits. Because now where are we? Now where are we? Telephone number, let me put that on the screen if somebody wants to call in. Let me go ahead and put the telephone number on the screen if somebody wants to call in. Number is 346 248 7799. The ID code is 254 600 991. And what I'll do is I'll put that on the, bear with me while I get that on the screen. I just came on air right right away as soon as I heard the message. I wanted to come online and just kind of see if anybody wanted to talk about it. You can either come directly from your computer by clicking on that link, or you can go ahead and call 346-248-7799, code 254-600-9091. Again, that is, you can click on the link that I just put in the feed if you want to call in, or you can call 346-248-7799. ID code 254-600-9091. Deborah John says, Egberto, somehow I don't believe this is true. I strongly believe it has something to do with the elections. The next debate needs to be Zoomed instead of live. The moderator can manage Trump outbursts better. But okay, Deborah, explain to me what you mean by you think this might be something to do with the elections. Deborah, kind of give me a hands up as far as what you mean. I mean, he got the test. You know, Hope is sick. She's at home right now with symptoms. Please explain to me what you mean, Deborah. I'm curious. I just don't understand. Melissa, I don't think there will be any more debates. I don't think look, the lies of this administration means that you can't believe anything. You can't believe you can't believe that they're sanitized. You can't believe they're clean. You can't believe any of that right now. We have to assume that this is just a presidency in dire straits and completely ignore it. Eric Echeverria, you act like it's a death sentence. First of all, nobody said President Trump has tested positive for COVID, and even if look. All the news media just broke in. You're behind Eric Echeverria. NBC just broke into national news and said the president, his wife, Hope Parker, are all testing positive for COVID-19. They're all testing positive for COVID-19. Melissa says, isn't Kamala going to debate Pence because Trump put himself in COVID risk with his crowds and all the people he doesn't need? That needs to be canceled. We don't need to have a vice presidential debate right now because we don't know the status of Mike Pence, and we cannot believe absolutely anything out of this administration because this administration has been lying since its inception. It has been lying since its inception, so we simply cannot believe anything that comes out of Donald Trump or this administration. So I think all debates must be off. Let him go ahead and stay in the White House. Drink his zinc, put some bleach in his veins, and see if he gets cured. Let him do all the things that he has been trying to advise others to do. I mean, it's hard to feel sympathy for this guy after 207,000 American citizens, innocent American citizens, who didn't have to die, are dead now. We shouldn't have to have gone through this at all. And now that he has gotten it, the thing about a lot of the people like the president, right, is they don't understand the severity of things. They don't have the empathy to see what others are going through until it happens to them. And then they understand what's really happening. And that is the issue. The issue is more than likely now that the president and people he loves, well, I don't think he loves anybody, but now that it has come that close to home and that he has seen that it's real and actually that yes, he can actually get it. Maybe in the last few weeks of his administration, maybe, just maybe, in these last few weeks of the administration, that there would be a bit more sympathy for the rest of the American population who they have left in dire straits, who they have screwed over with this disease, who they have been I mean, come on, wasn't it yesterday that he said we are just about over it? That's what he said yesterday. Isn't that what he said? So come on, all my brothers and sisters that just think this guy walks on clouds. Think about it. Now NBC is talking about, well, Johnson got it. Boris Johnson came this close to dying, and Bolsonaro in Brazil. And notice it's all these right wing guys, leaders who don't believe in the disease that are getting it, right? After they have probably passed it on to many other people. Think about it. Think about it. Okay, I'm okay. They're reading the statement. I'm going to tell you what they're saying in a minute. Okay, the press secretary is about to speak. I wish I don't have it on the right portal to take it, but let's see what they're going to say. They are breaking in for a special report. Let's see. I'll keep you guys posted as far as what's going on. Okay. This is serious, folks. Okay, Ann Douglas says he has always been the most immediate threat to the national security. You're absolutely right. Eric Echeverria says, check Twitter. Yes, positive. Big deal. Testing positive is nothing. These tests are meaningless. Eric Echeverria, or Eric Echevarria. Herman Cain is dead. Several people who have attended these rallies are dead. What more do you want? What else would you like to hear to make you believe that this stuff is real? Has he so corrupted your psyche that you cannot see that, my friend? Have he really so corrupted your common sense, my friend? And I don't really mean to be rude. Has he so corrupted your logic that you can't see the danger of where we're at right now? How did he get you in that position? Please tell me, how did he get you there? Rallies and churches, Melissa Noble says. But Melissa, we can't leave the Erics alone because we want Eric and his family to live. We don't want the infection coming from Donald Trump to infect him as well. We don't want that. I understand how indoctrination works. The Powell Manifesto was very effective. When you're reared that way with the Powell Manifesto, it is hard to get around. It is very, very hard to get around. So yes, now we have a president with COVID. If the president has COVID-19, it is likelihood that all those people on that airplane were likely infected as well. He loves those open air rallies, right? Think about it. He loves the rallies. He loves the rallies. They're brainwashed to Trump and Republicans' cult, radicalized. Well, you know what? Death is a sort of an equalizer, right? So we don't wish death on the president, but if their hero who said COVID-19 wasn't all that serious to them, remember, he told the rest of the world. He told the guy on Bob Woodward. He told Bob Woodward this stuff is nasty. He told Bob Woodward it does not only kill the young, but it doesn't only kill the old, but the young. This is no flu. He told Bob Woodward this was 5 times worse than the flu. All these things were told to Bob Woodward. The president knew it. But he lied to Eric Echevarria, who now believes, he just got positive, he'll be okay. I have relatives that have gotten it. Blood clot, lung damage, kidney damage, heart damage. Let me tell you, you have been lied to for a very long time. Maybe now that this president has it, he just may have his people telling you the truth now, and maybe you will believe the truth from him. Just maybe. Because the master suddenly has been infected. The guy who walks on water for you has been infected. This is very serious. This is very serious. This president has put this entire country in danger. This president has caused the demise of our economy, the demise of people's health, the death of people. is directly the responsibility of President Trump. And just maybe poetic justice is that what he has placed upon hundreds of thousands of Americans, he may just have to live through it himself. And as Herman Cain has shown, money doesn't save you. Money doesn't save you. Money doesn't save you. So now, Eric, I don't understand what you mean by 9 months isn't enough for you. I don't know what 9 months mean. Isn't what it is what it is. Trump quote. I don't want to laugh. I really don't want to laugh because this is serious. Jeremy Hoyt, Jeannie Hoyt says, I was thinking that Trump getting COVID might save American lives. I think you may be right about that. Ana Luisa Paniagua Ansore says, and here all this time I thought he was the Antichrist. He could be still, you know. Echeverria says, death and doom and darkness is what you offer. And for what? No, I'm not offering death and doom. I'm offering liberation. Liberation from Trump. When we get a new president in, we'll be liberated from what we are in right now. We would be liberated from the farce that we're living. We'll be liberated from the anti-scienceness that we're living. We would be liberated from all these different things that are afflicting America. This guy has really destroyed this country, and it's going to be a lot more work to bring it back to where it was before we can even do what Biden is talking about, which is bring it back better. This is a disaster, and we have a lot of work going forward. We need to start making plans for quite a bit. Quite a bit. Quite a bit. Anybody wants to call in, the number is, I'm going to put it back on the screen again. If anybody wants to call in and say their piece, I'd love for somebody to call in and say their piece. Let me put that number in there for you if you want to call in and say your piece. Hold 1 second. Let me get there, put that Zoom in there. There are several ways. You can either make the call, or you can go ahead and call 346-248-7799, and the ID code is 254-600-9091, and I have it on the screen right now. So if you're inside of, if you are in Facebook, if you're on Twitter, if you're on YouTube or Periscope, you can come right in right away. You can either click on the link or you can call us in. Deanna, let's see. Jeannie Hoyt says, Eric, I'm happy COVID has not touched your family or friends. I know, that's what I say a lot. A lot of these people need for it to have touched them and see what it really is. Because I have relatives who have gotten it, and it's no joke. It's no flu. Machiavelli Tupac says, remember when he said we won't be seeing him for a while? This is bull. I don't know. Replying to Melissa Noble, she's positive. They've not said anything about Barron. No, they haven't spoken about Barron yet. But this is huge because the fact that the president got infected, there's a very good chance that just about everybody in that surrounding is infected as well. This is going to be a mass infection of the White House. This is what we call disaster presidency. This is disaster presidency, and we are completely in a new world right now. Disaster presidency. Replying to Melissa Noble, Doug, I didn't say Barron had it. I said Trump dies, they would be Trump and Melania tested positive, yes. As well, Hope Hicks. So this is serious. This is very, very, very serious, what's happening right now. Amazing. Kathleen Chaffin says Trump and Melania tested positive. Let me see if I missed any messages out here. New message coming. Yep, a new world order. I know. The thing about it is, the only hope that I have is that Biden did not get infected as, with this loudmouth speaking the way he was spitting out, the way he spit and all that kind of stuff, when he's talking. That's the best that we can hope for, that he didn't get infected. Oh, let, exactly. Now there's a doctor on TV saying all of this was preventable. If everybody in that White House was wearing masks, this would not have happened. If everybody was wearing, he discounts, he makes fun of it. This is officially a reason why we must have a landslide going forward. Zero, zero. I mean, nobody in their right mind should vote for Donald Trump. Nobody in their right minds should vote for Donald Trump. This is amazing. Jeannie Hoyt says, I know one extended family of essential workers that lost 4 people. Another 3 are still sick and in the hospital, and we're praying. And the thing about it, Jeannie Hoyt, is even after they're released from hospital, right? They are sick for a very, very long time. And that's what a lot of people don't realize. Getting out of the hospital and surviving is just the beginning. And having lousy government that doesn't have Medicare for all, what it also means is, well, you're on your own. You are on your own. Think about it. For all those people who are going to get infected, they're on their own. The president is going to have, he's going to have great insurance to take care of him, assuming that he makes it. Machiavelli Tupac says, here comes the second lockdown, and hell is coming to this place. Jeannie Hoyt says, replying to Luisa Paniagua and Sore, I sure hope so. This is serious, friends. Anybody wants to call in? I'm going to put the number on the screen again. The number on the screen is 34. You can call in 346-248-7799. The code is 254 600 9091. Or you can click on that link to come right in to see it. But this is serious. The President of the United States has tested positive for COVID-19. So has the First Lady. So has Hope Hicks. And likely because they were in just as much contact with everybody else in his immediate surroundings, there are likely to be many others that will be testing positive in the short term. So likely we now have a super pandemic, a super spread in the White House from a president who has been going around doing rallies throughout, as people were telling him not to do rallies, as he was doing open rallies, as he laughed at Biden for having responsible rallies. He laughed at Biden for having responsible rallies. This is like the little kindergartner who just keep teasing until he gets hurt. Well, it finally has happened to our president. And in as much as we wish him well, in as much as we don't hope death onto him, he has effected death on many, many, many Americans, 207,000 plus Americans. And if we count those that were not identified as being dead by the coronavirus, it is that many more. All right, folks, I just wanted to come in and make mention of that. And since nobody has called in, I will be closing this down in about 2 or 3 minutes, unless anybody else wants to say anything. Just let me know. But this is a clear and present danger to the country. A clear and present danger to the country because we are likely to have an incapacitated president, just like Boris was incapacitated for a while. We don't know the state of the vice president, whether he has checked positive given his closeness with the president. We know that Melania has it as well, and we know Melania isn't all that close to the president, just for an act. So we don't know what's going on here. Again, the United States, the laughing stock of the world because of the irresponsibility of a president. Deborah John says, well, the Republicans don't believe in the scientists, experts. They predicted the beginning of fall, the virus was going to get worse, and here we are. It got so bad that now the president is infected. How many people has he infected at those rallies? How many people co-infected each other at those rallies? That is what you get when you have a responsible president putting out irresponsible data on scientific data. That is what we get. Look at what this one irresponsible, I don't like to call names, but this one irresponsible fill in the blank, fill in the blank. Look at what he has caused this country. Look at what this irresponsible, unscientific has caused this country. Think about that. And even if he survives this, he will be permanently scarred because he's an overweight, unhealthy eating. Kathleen, I won't laugh. I won't laugh. I mean, I won't laugh. Because, I could get COVID, not try, even as much as I'm trying to avoid it. I could get COVID. People-powered live streams. The long-term effect of COVID-19 are similar to fibromyalgia and feature inflammation of body systems. Thank you, people-powered live streams. You're so true. Right. Ana Luisa Paniagua Ansore says mass genocide. Oh, boy. This is, yes, this is the president's fault. You're correct, Ana Luisa Paniagua Ansore. I hope I said that right. I think that is that a Portuguese name or a Spanish name? I'm not sure. My hunch tells me it's Portuguese, but you tell me otherwise. It is sad. Now, Admiral Gerard is around him a lot too. And that because they don't want to wear masks. Okay, folks, I think I'm going to be shutting this down now unless anybody else send me any more messages. Anybody wants to give a closing message before I go? Any closing messages? I'll wait for 1 minute because there's sometimes some delay. Any closing messages, anybody? Closing messages, Ansore is Portuguese. That's what I thought. Alma maters, or will Biden be immediately tested? Biden needs to be tested right away. The difference with Biden, though, is Biden is in good shape. Biden exercises a lot, although that's not everything. Oh, thank you for saying that I'm awesome. You're awesome too, my friend. Melissa, wait. What do you want me to say, Melissa? Yes. Melissa, what are you saying? You said wait, then you said yes. Biden is in very good shape. He needs to get tested. And his outcome, if he were to get it, would likely to be much better than it. Kathleen Chaffin said, thanks for your words. We have to call out injustice and hypocrisy. You're absolutely right about that. Anybody else want to drop a line before I close us down? Please let me know. I don't want to shut down before everybody has had their time to speak or say what they need to say. Okay. Melissa Noble said, please ask people to call Governor Abbott's office to not close the ballot drive. Yes, that is important. The Republicans in Texas are horrendous like they are in Pennsylvania, where they're trying to create a commission to check the voting. Here in Texas, Harris County is a huge county, over 4 million people in it, and they want to put one drop box to collect votes. One drop box. We had 12 around Harris County. The governor sent out an edict. Only one is allowed, claiming security. Well, maybe some private person can say, we will post a security guard at each one of the ballot boxes. Maybe we should do that. But folks, according to Melissa, please do this. Go ahead and call Greg Abbott. If you're a Texan, call Greg Abbott and tell him to open up the drop boxes. After all, now the president is infected. What else can we say? What else more do you want? The president of the United States is infected. Okay. Deanna Douglas says, if both he and Pence have it, doesn't it go to Pelosi? No, not directly. They would both have to be incapacitated. And I have a hunch they'll both have to be dead, but I think incapacitation is enough. and then the president of the United States become Nancy Pelosi. But wouldn't that be poetic justice? Wouldn't that be poetic justice? Wouldn't that be poetic justice? Because I don't remember what the process is for appointing a vice president. I don't know if it. I think it has to go through the House and the Senate. I got to reread the Constitution. See the Texas Tribune. I posted it on my page. Thank you very much. I'll check that out at the Tribune when I'm off the show, Melissa. Para ver, on hand. Tomorrow, please talk about it. I will. And Melissa and all of you here, this is your show. So if there's something that I ever forget to talk about, you simply have to come on to the show and tell me, Egberto, you need to talk about this. This is y'all's show. That's why I ask everybody to click that join up with us, because this is your show. I guarantee you. That's the reason I'm here at 12:42 Central Time. I don't know if those of you that are listening from the West Coast, you have it a little better. It's 10 something. Those of you that are listening on the East Coast, don't you guys sleep? Oh, thank you, Melissa, for putting the link in there. That way I can click it right away. There you go. Yes, Greg Abbott limits counties to one absentee ballot drop-off box, bolstering GOP efforts to restrict voting. These are the most evil people there are. The most evil people there are. And you know what? If there is a supreme being looking down, just maybe that's why so many cards are starting to line up. These people are so evil, and so many do it in the name of God. So many do it in the name of Jesus. Anyway, folks. All right, any more messages to come? YouTube, do you have any more messages? YouTube, do you have any more messages? Go ahead and join our channel, YouTube. Let's see. IRI says, how soon can we stuff a ventilator over his mouth? Oh, my God. I said I wasn't going to laugh because this is serious. But you know what? I think we should all give ourselves a chance to laugh. Voter suppression, Greg Pallas warned us about. Yes, he did. I had Greg Pallas on my show 3 times. Chicago here, Jeannie Hoyt. So that means, Jeannie, you are in my time zone. Chicago is central as well. Anytime I'm about to leave, another batch of people come on, and then I don't want to leave because I don't want to leave anybody. Yes, humor, we need it. You're right, Melissa Noble. Anybody from YouTube want to say a word? Come on, type something in that thing and tell me a word before I get off of here. I got to go write my newsletter now, and you know what the newsletter is going to start with. You know how it's going to start. Can you expect anything different from a president who stares at solar eclipses? Rebecca from Michigan says, serious what if question. Since the election is already underway, if he were to be incapacitated due to COVID, what happens? Obviously, Pence would step up now, but would he take over if their ticket won? I think he would. I'm not. The truth is, I don't know. I can't say that. Larry Repeto says it was originally SOS. It was changed in the Truman administration. I don't understand. Explain a little bit more, please, Larry. Melissa Noble says, "Don't leave. I'm getting." Oh, I see what you mean. You mean it used to be you had to be dead, and you're saying after Truman they changed it to incapacitated. I don't know if that's what you mean. Don't leave. I'm getting Abbott's phone. Okay, great. Ana Luisa Faniagua Sorre says, how do I get the newsletter? Go ahead and, if you go to, let me give you my website, and just sign up there. If you've never been to the website, it'll give you a sign up. Oops, bear with me. As soon as I get off, I'm going to write the newsletter. It's going to have quite a bit of information today because I already have a whole lot of stuff on it. Let's see, politicsdoneright.com. If you go there to politicsdoneright.com, and if you've never been to that website, it should give you an option to do the newsletter. But what I really should do, I can't even remember where to sign up for that other way. You can also go here, http egbertowillies.com. You can also sign up for the newsletter there. Or if you're on Facebook, I think I have a sign up on Facebook as well. I think there's a newsletter sign up on Facebook. So if you go to my Facebook page, you can actually sign up for the newsletter. And the Facebook page is here. Let me do that. http facebook.com/politicsdoneright. At each one of those places, you can find somewhere to sign up for the for the. Hey, Alaska is watching. Alaska, I love you guys, man. You guys get around this before earlier this time of the year. You guys got sun for a long time. One of these days, I'm going to go over there just to be able to live through that. I need to live through that at some time. IRI, perfecto número 6. Thank you very much. Okay, anybody else want to drop me a line beforehand? Did I miss any? Melissa told me to hold on. She wanted to get the telephone number to post it in here. So I'm going to hold on till she posts that telephone number. But sadly, the president of the United States has tested positive for COVID-19. Poetic justice, and this is really, I want folks to understand this. This is not crowing, but this is also not feeling anything for him, right? And the reason why is he's such an evil person. He's been so bad to so many. You can't quite feel anything for him. For those of us who understand that the type of evil that he represents, you just can't feel anything. I don't want to laugh. I won't be laughing or rejoicing in anything like that. But you just can't feel anything for him. If you Google search succession, up pops at least 20 Twitter laws trying to figure out. I can imagine, I can imagine that. This is real. This is real. Emily Medina, welcome aboard. Oh, boy. Okay, folks, Melissa Noble just gave the telephone number for Greg Abbott. Those of you that are listening in Texas, 512-463-1782. Tell him to allow more than one drop box per county. 512-463-1782. Please be sure to do that. All right, folks, anybody else? And if you can't find the newsletter, if you can't find a place to register for our newsletter, just go ahead and send me a line here. Politics, let me see, Politics Done Right. info@politicsdoneright.com. info@politicsdoneright.com. If you don't find a place, just drop me a line and say sign up for newsletter there, and I'll sign you up for my newsletter so that you can start getting it. Today there are going to be quite a few videos. There's going to be of course, we're going to cover this, but this is real, folks. This is real. Again, last call. Anybody want? I'm going to put the thing in there one more time. Last call. Thank you, Melissa. Buenas noches, Melissa. Duerme con gusto. Okay, folks, I just dropped the telephone number in there again. It is 346-248-7799, and the code is 254-600-9091. Or you can just click on that Zoom link that I also have in there if you want to tell our audience something real quickly. But if not, I'll be checking out of here right now. Thank you so kindly for lending me your ears for this very, very late Politics Done Right. You guys have a wonderful day. My name is Egberto Willis, and you know how I end this baby. Oh, by the way, I forgot. Anytime I come on, I do one thing. I ask everybody to please go ahead and get my book. The book is How It's Worth It, How to Talk to Your Right-Wing Relatives, Friends, and Neighbors. And here is the link to the book. Let's see. Yo, man, you should react to people or relipin tweet with. Huh? I don't understand. Good night, Hoyt. By the way, that is the book right there, folks. It's my new book, It's Worth It, How to Talk to Your Right-Wing Relatives, Neighbors, and Friends. Everybody, you guys have a wonderful day. Love you all. I'll see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central. Remember, Politics Done Right time is 3 p.m. Central. Have a wonderful day. My name is Egberto Willis. This is Politics Done Right, and I am what? Out! We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead, number one, subscribe to our channel, and number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.